let's say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
She wouldn't care.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
It's an
happy she gets
impossible
a gift
question
at
to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there?
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right
So Alex and I
now.
watched Black Mirror. It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last
binge
week.
it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked him.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014. They need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
Yeah.
this.
Before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think.
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
That was very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No!
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
You're okay.
Ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
making a joke because we were just having casual conversation before the podcast started.
Was I right? Did you not plug in the iRig?
Okay, I still don't see our mics moving. Oh wait, yes I do. Okay, there. I think they can hear us
Why
now.
do you unplug it every time?
Because it doesn't allow audio. Doesn't allow any output audio. Like I have to unplug it after every episode because tomorrow I'm going to use the computer and audio doesn't come out.
Oh, okay. I was
It
like,
works as a headset.
What you meant by it doesn't have audio? I'm like, isn't that why we're
No.
using the
No, I don't get any output audio. I've tried to figure it out. and
Okay.
I'm still not. I'm still not good. So now we have audio on YouTube. I hope. Yep, looks like we do.
Yes.
So.
Hello. If you can't hear us on YouTube, hi.
Brett, you were a video game collector once.
Yes. Yes, and no, I was a mild collector.
What was the most you ever spent on a video game?
Like video game.
Like if you were to get a collector's edition.
I mean, I would probably say it would be one of your Xbox bundles, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't ever a single video game copy. It was probably one of the consoles.
Okay, and that came with the game.
Right.
Like I think the Gears of War one came with it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They all did except the red one which
That was the Resident Evil.
5, but I bought it used.
Oh, okay.
And the Star Wars, the R2-D2 one came with a game, but it was that terrible
It was Connect. Yeah, the Star Wars
game.
Connect.
So.
Alex, what was the most you ever spent on a collector's item? Of anything? I don't think you've ever bought a collector's item.
I don't. I'm looking at, like, if I did, it'd be up on that shelf there, and I don't.
And those
think
are all
that-
like
and-
cheapo
yeah,
pieces
I
of doll
never
things.
collected it. Like, I collected
Yeah.
Pokemon cards.
I think
I
the most.
still have
That was
the
it.
collectors. It doesn't matter if they're collectors or limited edition, whatever they are.
Right.
The Halo 3 and the Halo 2 for original Xbox. I still have those. They're in tins, and like the Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Not Reach.
Halo 4.
Not Halo 4.
Well, Halo 4 had a 10.
Yeah, but
That's what we got.
The one I'm talking about is Halo Wars. It has a really cool
yeah.
tin thing.
Collector's piece.
Yep.
Yeah, we have the most I ever spent was the Halo 4
I was
collector's
gonna
edition.
say, I know that Halo was the most expensive
Mhm.
thing.
I think that's about it. I mean, other than rebuying other games. Well, the reason why I say this is because a sealed copy of Super Mario
I
Bros.
saw this.
just sold for a record-setting $114,000.
Why would you spend that?
Collector, it's supply and demand. Collector's items.
It's probably the only one because it's mint, right? It's never been
Never been
sealed.
opened. It's even got like a whole what's that thing that they call
certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, and it says that it's an A+.
It's,
Okay.
9.4.
It's
really hard
It's
to have
probably
that.
the only one
Yeah,
left.
Like,
That's in a pack.
a solidly sealed.
I see that. Wow.
Yeah, look at that. It's like all in its own little thing, and it's actually like rated like this is a collector's item.
I know. When I see those things though bought for over $100,000, I'm like, where do you have this money?
And
It's
why?
rich people.
Rich people just want to spend their money on rich things.
When $100,000 is like $10, you wouldn't care either.
Right.
When that's how much money you have.
That's
I
kind of
can't imagine though. I can't
Right?
imagine having.
If you were a multi-millionaire,
I know,
you
but
could imagine.
It is. Yeah, you can. But
Imagine being a millionaire right now.
being a middle class person right now, it is very hard to imagine having an unlimited amount of money.
Agreed,
Basically,
agreed.
like to me, even $1 million to me would be an unlimited amount of money.
When I can imagine it all day long. I've thought about it.
Like
multiple
like
times.
your
Who
like
hasn't?
my
Who
life
hasn't?
would not be the way that it is now if I had $1 million.
No.
Absolutely not. What would you work?
Yes, we've discussed this.
Yeah.
I would still work. I probably wouldn't work as much, but I would
Yeah.
not be able to just sit on my ass and not do anything.
Right. Well, so just people. Well, we've been watching a documentary right now about rich people, and we've been kind of just seeing what
Money corrupts.
Yeah,
people.
money is not good. And you know, people spending that much money on a video game, that's just gotta be. That's just like, I don't know. It's an odd thing to me. Like I remember watching.
Like that's a house.
Right.
Well, you also have to
Yeah.
think about, you know, if you were born into money, you have no idea what it's like to not have money.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Like,
those
you and
people,
I,
those
like-
people live so differently.
Like Josh and I, like we didn't have a lot of stuff. Like I don't want to say we were like lower class. What do
I
you
was
think?
growing up, yes.
We like
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got like back in my house, we were excited, and I remember seeing this all the time. We got excited for banquet meals for dinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
which they're $1.
No, that
like
wasn't-
that's
that wasn't
what we got
something-
excited for.
That's my point, though. If for whatever reason you at this point in your life you did walk into a crap ton of money, you would know.
I would
how
hire someone to handle it for
well,
me.
I mean, but my point is, you would know how to not take it for granted. You know?
Yes. Unlike, somebody who is, the Kardashians' kids or something, and they were born into
it.
money, and they were just like,
Mhm.
"Hey, mom, can I have an allowance? Yeah, here's
I
$100,000."
don't think they have to ask for an allowance. They just
Well, I'm
I
just
want
putting into a
this.
scenario, Brett.
I
Alex,
want this, and they have it.
you saw the movie. We were watching Dave,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
he, one of his producers was working for a very popular rapper.
Yeah.
And his son, his allowance was just like hundreds.
Yep.
Hundreds.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just the way they live. That's isn't that just an odd thing
It's
to you?
it's a different
like,
world.
right?
Like having money is a different type of world.
It is. Yeah. So, glad we brought that up. Now we hate our
That's been the subject all day, honestly. So.
It has money. Yes, it has. Yeah, we've been actually like discussing a whole bunch of that kind of stuff and paying off debt. That's
Paying
just,
off debt, trying to afford health insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. have to try to afford health insurance this day and age. Anyways, let's move on from there, guys. What do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. What else do you have on the thing? You had the opener for the video game.
Yeah, we can talk about some playing and watching if you want to talk about some stuff on there. We've been watching a whole bunch of shows, actually. I've been watching.
Oh yeah, we haven't done playing and watching in a while. Like just discussing what we're playing and watching.
Maybe we didn't call it that. I'm sure we've talked about it.
No, but I know, but that's just what we used to call it.
So are you playing anything, Brett?
I went back to. I'm playing like 3 things right now. So I went back to Return to Arkham City on Xbox One and just kind of playing through the story with that, not getting crazy with side stuffs and achievements and whatnot. And then I playing the remastered Call of Duty Modern Warfare on PS4. And
Going for the trophies?
Yeah, and just because it's been a while since I played it. I think I played it like last year I've rented it and just went through the campaign real quick on normal or whatever on the Xbox. And then I bought it for PS4 and I'm playing through it on that. And then I started a playthrough of Titanfall on PS4.
Oh,
Titanfall 2.
I love Titanfall.
I miss Titanfall, honestly. I liked it.
I like the multiplayer. We never won.
No, but it was fun.
I thought the first Titanfall was more fun than the second, but I think it's just because
the smart pistol.
The second one on number 2, it went into it felt like Call of Duty to me.
It did. Yeah.
And I didn't feel like the first one felt like that.
Titanfall has always been released in the wrong time. Like it's just been wrong window releases. And I think if they brought out a Titanfall 3,
which I really hope they are.
I would actually be excited for a Titanfall.
I mean,
3.
That's what Apex Legends is.
Titanfall 2 is in 2016 now.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Right, but Apex Legends is kind of that.
Was it really that long ago, really?
It's that same thing.
Dang.
I think Apex Legends was actually supposed to be Titanfall 3.
Probably.
So.
Well, aren't you playing as the people in Titanfall?
They're more arcade-like.
Yeah.
They all have abilities. Like their own crazy abilities. So, yeah. How we get on the thing?
I don't know.
Playing
and watching.
Playing and watching. And then you showed us the clip of you playing the baseball game.
Oh,
yeah.
That was hilarious.
I still go back to baseball and Madden just if I want something quick to play.
I gotta play Madden again.
I wouldn't, if you had me play Super Mega Baseball, I would just attempt to hurt every player.
Well, that doesn't happen maybe
I
once
know,
in every 10
but it's
games.
so funny when you link.
You bean the pitcher.
Yes, it's just because it's not a realistic game.
No, it's
It's a cartoon. It's very arcadey, and the fact that they put it in there that you can bat and hit the pitcher, and they go like
drop like a sack of potatoes.
It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
You would not expect that with that kind of game. So I would just sit there the whole time. Every time up to bat, I'd hit him.
Yeah.
I tried out Untitled Goose Game and played and beat it. Well, not 100% beat it, but I did most of the entire campaign on my stream on Thursday. It's a weird puzzle type game. You just basically play as a goose and you get the ability to pick up things, honk, and flap your wings. That's about it. And
It sounds kind of fun.
it is so...
Sounds stupid.
It is dumb. It is so dumb. It's on Game Pass, and it's a good achievement score level thing. You just play the game through, you get a few hidden things, you get some achievements and stuff.
Cool.
And it's a cult following kind of game. I'm not gonna get into it. It's just stupid. You play as a goose.
I know it sounds cute though.
Right. Yeah. And then and then I don't think there's anything else really that we're playing like other than like Alex and I. We've been doing.
You guys don't play anything unless you're streaming though, right?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly. I haven't played Rocket League in like 2 weeks.
On our Sunday
3
nights,
weeks.
it doesn't really feel like we're streaming. It feels like we're
co-op gaming.
we're
on
just
the couch.
Yeah, that's the way.
And
it feels
you
like.
and I need
Shut
to
up!
we need to
up!
figure out how to communicate properly here because
We
we're
call
starting
it
to get at
couples-
each other's throats.
We call it couples therapy, and it's actually I don't feel like it's therapy.
It's not therapeutic.
Anti-therapy.
We
Yes.
start getting so mad at each other.
We get
like,
really mad, but the thing is Josh actually got up from the chair and left the room last night.
I did.
Brett thinks it's funny. At the actual point of it, Josh has never done that before, ever. Like, he's never rage quit on my stream.
Wait, were you mad at what happened or are you mad at her?
Both.
Both. We're playing a moving game.
We're
playing
moving
moving
out
out.
again. So moving the furniture out and trying to get it in a certain amount of time. And, I'm yelling at him, he's yelling at me, and then we were trying to get gold, and we missed it by, 2 seconds or something, and Josh just, dropped his controller and, left in a rage. And I was like, I'm sorry, guys, he'll be right back. Because I was, realized, I'm streaming right now. How do I handle this situation? He's never just got up from a game before.
I do that on
and
Mario.
And, of course, for me, it's intimidating and it's anxiety because you just got up and left. I'm like, am I just supposed to go see if you're okay?
That's rage quitting.
What do I do? And of course, my stream is just oh, he's got me dying over here. That's hilarious. I'm like, it's funny because I'm actually concerned.
Alex doesn't understand the nerd culture of rage quitting and how hilarious.
I know, but when we watch things
I was mad though.
Who played Cat Mario?
Michael Jones from Achievement Hunter.
Yeah, so when we watch that, he's meant to do that. That's his personality.
Am I not allowed to be mad?
You're just not a typical rage quitter. If my brother had his own Twitch stream, my brother would be considered a rage quitter.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't think he probably does that anymore with VR.
He's a little more calm on the VR.
He's a little bit more calm now. Yeah. But back in the day with handheld games, he would fucking throw the controller or he would beat the console.
I couldn't do that. I can't throw a controller. I can't do it. Have you done it, Brett?
I've not thrown a controller, but
I don't think I've ever done it.
I've tossed one.
Maybe a SNES controller.
I might have tossed one where I knew it would land gingerly.
Yeah.
Gingerly.
But what I have done, or what I do recently, and it's not very often, but I'm going through Call of Duty on Veteran.
Oh, wow.
Modern Warfare, which Modern Warfare is a little bit harder than Modern Warfare 2.
It is.
What I do when I get super pissed is I just visualize taking my controller and just smashing the shit out of my TV. And I think, okay, I feel better now.
That's all you need is a visualization. That's good. That's good.
No, I saw Steam last night. I don't think I've ever seen Steam.
Learn to move furniture around corners, Alex. Well, you don't typically move furniture around fire.
Okay, you know what was happening last night? This is how bad he was getting with me. He's like, go down, go down, go down, go down. And I'm telling him, I'm going down, I'm going down. He's like, go down. So I literally take the controller and show him. I'm like, I can't go down anymore. And we're yelling at each other. It's like, fuck. It was just.
Nothing's working.
Nothing's working.
We're just going to be mad at each other.
I can't go down any further. What do you want me to do?
But we beat the game.
It makes for good comedy, I guess, or good entertainment, yelling at each other, because that's all I got through comments on Twitch last night was, you guys crack me up. I'm like, you wouldn't know that we're actually mad at each other.
Sometimes I can't tell.
At first, I think when we first start playing out, it's more, it's fun, ha ha.
Did you legit get that mad?
That's why I said I usually only play those games for a couple hours, because it does get very frustrating. And when we were on our third hour, which we usually don't do,
right,
that last hour, if you just skip to hour 3, it's probably not as good as hour 1, because we are legit mad at each other.
Yeah, that's moving out.
Okay, so yeah, that's what we're playing. Moving out. And then we played World War Z again on
There's a couple
Saturday.
good clips from that.
Yeah.
Hard stuff.
We finally got the hang of it, where we weren't failing every single time we got into a new chapter. I can't even say a new chapter or a new episode. But when we first started playing it, we would get through 5 minutes or 10 minutes and then have to restart the whole thing back over. And we were just not getting it. Now we're getting it and working as a team. So now it's fun.
Right. Yeah, and then we have some rage moments there yelling.
There are some rage moments. Brett saw one of the clips.
Fun stuff.
What about watching?
Oh my gosh, long list, man. Alex and I've been watching. We watched some of the Twilight Zone, and I gotta say, season 2 of the Twilight Zone, episode 1, is probably the best piece of sci-fi television I've ever seen this decade.
Which one was it?
The last, the where they could talk to each other in their head.
Oh yes! Oh my God! Yes, that was fucked up.
Who was in it?
I know the guy too.
Anne Hathaway.
Yes, yeah, but the main guy I recognize.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
I don't know what he's from. He's from some other movie.
No, we saw him on Black Mirror.
Oh, okay, that's why I recognize him.
Yeah, so you'll see a lot of people on Black Mirror on this show. It's basically like just Black Mirror and sci-fi, like a little more psychological.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But Twilight Zone...
and we're talking about the new Twilight Zone, not the old one.
Yeah, and they have the option on CBS All Access to watch this in black and white. Mm-hmm. And I wonder what ones would be good.
Probably that one.
Yeah, there's some homages basically to the older style. And I gotta say, season 1 was really weak. It was really weak.
I thought it was fine, but season 2 is definitely way better.
Yeah, yeah. You watching anything, Brett?
Yeah, I'm continuing on with Big Bang.
Oh yeah,
That's what I watch.
you're ahead of us now.
That's what I watch when I eat dinner.
Yeah.
And then it took me like a week, but I actually watched the first Blade
It took you a week.
because I would watch it for like 10 minutes before going to bed.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's
It
just
took me like that was the way it was with In the Army Now.
You still never finished
I still
it.
never finished it.
But you've
I
seen it
don't
before.
know how,
She's seen it
because it's
before.
great.
She's seen it before.
Because we were watching it before we went to bed, and I go, haha, that's funny.
Every single night.
Every night.
I probably watched more than 10 minutes, but what I do remember, not so much in the first one, but I think in the second one, Wesley Snipes is a great martial artist, but
Yes.
the choreography for the fight scenes was so planned, it was so unrealistic.
Like that crazy.
It's like it was like they timed it so slow that the bad guy is waiting for
Him to hit
the
him.
next swing
Yeah.
or kick or whatever to be hit. And it's just, it doesn't look good. And it wasn't as noticeable in 1, and I'm going to, of course, go on to 2.
3's not good.
I like 3.
I know, but
I understand that it's
weak.
It's not good, and
Wesley
apparently
Snipes was an ass.
he was impossible
Yes.
to work with.
And I don't get where you get that kind of mindset.
You could argue that he was method acting because that's the way Blade is. He's just a dick that just does what he wants to
He
do.
would write post-its to the director.
Mhm.
How ridiculous can you get?
I agree. But then I've watched.
Speaking of being pretentious, Robert De Niro is upset right now
Oh, God.
because he had
Speaking
to
of money.
reduce his credit line due to COVID. Kiss my ass, you frickin' award-winning actor.
Wait, didn't he have to get bailout for his restaurant? I thought I read that.
That's also
That's
bullshit.
just like who's the dude? Who's the dude right now that is it Kanye West?
Yeah, he has a restaurant. That
He got like
$2
million
Yeah.
for the bailout thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, but you're
But
Kanye West.
You don't get that. Yeah, it's BS. Be pretentious, Hollywood.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry. I just
Sorry,
got mad
that's
about
coming
that.
from the middle class.
Ugh.
So
Eat my-
I watched the first Transformers movie.
I want to go back to those.
I love the Transformers. Just the first 3.
I remember when that came out. I saw it in theaters twice.
Yeah, we did. We saw it.
Yeah,
multiple
we saw him
times.
twice.
I
We saw
thought
all 3 of them.
Like the first time I saw it, it just friggin' blew my mind.
It was so good.
It was very good.
It's mainly
the
because
music, everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Music was great. Shia LaBeouf, fine. He was great. I love him in this
Then
trilogy.
He went crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's,
But yeah,
it's what happens when you grow up in Hollywood.
All 3 movies, he was really good.
Yeah, I loved them, and I love that they kept all of the same voice actors.
I didn't care about Megan Fox either. Everybody made such a big deal out of her
I
being in the
did,
movie.
well,
and then
I don't
didn't.
care.
She was really hot, or is whatever. And
Not anymore.
She
I don't
was
care.
even more in number 2, and then I think she started to. Everybody got tired of her.
Well, she said something bad about Michael Bay,
Yes,
which doesn't make sense because
They
David
had
cast
a
her.
feud.
They cast her in TMNT, and he.
Yeah, they had maybe they solved the feud.
Yeah,
But then
solved
she
it
got
for him.
replaced in number 3, and I don't remember her name, but she was a young girl who was dating Jason Statham. And she was like
Ooh.
in her mid-20s, and he's a
Wow. Well,
45-year-old
Zach
man.
Braff is in his mid-40s. He's dating a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Young 20.
And I don't like thinking about that
I
because it
don't
makes me
either.
think about
It's
that
creepy.
movie that I absolutely hate.
What?
The one where he like cheats on his wife while she's pregnant.
Yeah, with
and
that young girl.
With that really young girl.
What
like,
was that movie?
I don't remember,
I
but
don't
we watched
either.
it. It was a good movie up until like that happened. And
You got so mad.
It's just because like you think like for him, I just have this face of JD, and I just have like which is like a nice fun guy, and that's just how I have it
What
my whole
movie?
life. I don't
I'll
know.
look him up on IMDb.
What are the actors?
Rachel Bilson.
That's I can't tell you what it is, but I watched it
I'll
and
look
I
him
just
up.
had it doesn't end good. Like
I think it's like The Last Kiss or something.
something like that. It's a anti-love movie, and it's written well. Like it's a good acting movie, but just watching it, I just wanted to choke the dude. I was like, it's like I know this is a movie, but damn, it made me feel so bad. But that means that the movie did a good job because it got its point across.
It is
Again.
The Last Kiss. Look at me.
Is that really what it's
Yeah.
called?
Yep. It's got Zach Braff, Jalinda Barrett, Casey Affleck, Rachel Bilson, and Tom Wilkinson.
It's basically about a guy that his wife is pregnant. They got this new house, blah blah. He finds some girl and
How
then
do you
cheats
remember this?
because
film?
it scarred me. It was so ridiculous.
Oh my gosh!
I hate it. I'm never watching it again.
Wow.
If you're a female and you don't like the whole cheating aspect of life, then don't watch
the
this.
cheating aspect of life, like
Because
it
it is
always
an
happens.
aspect of life. Some people are cheaters, some aren't.
Hold on, I'm gonna read the synopsis to see how well you got it.
Okay.
Michael'd have a great job, still have his 4 best friends, and be in love with a beautiful girl at 30. He loves Jenna, but his life seems predictable until he meets a college girl. It seems
she
that
shows-
everybody's having relationship problems.
He has like a midlife crisis basically and was like, I don't know if I want to have this life. I'm going to go sleep with this teenager basically.
What?
And then changes his mind.
Oh my gosh. Well, oh wow.
Yeah.
Alex, you really wow. And it
I-
turns out like everyone in their entire like everyone's cheating on each other. In
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No one stays together. As far as other watching things,
I wasn't done.
we
Oh,
weren't
yeah,
either.
go ahead. Go ahead. I don't even know where we got off subject. Don't get me on that subject.
I've started Revenge of the Fallen, which is we talked about Megan Fox. That's what
Mhm.
turned it because she was hot, and then the other number 3 girl who was with Statham.
The
But
number
anyway,
3 girl.
The number 3 girl.
Revenge of the Fallen. I started it.
You don't like that one though,
It's not as good.
right?
It's not as good. And then
I think we'll go through them too. I think I meant
Do you own them?
Yeah, I think
the
we
whole
do. Yeah.
the first.
We have like the thing,
No.
right?
No, I have them all separately. I have them all on their own.
Me
Yep.
too.
I even bought Dark of the Moon, and I don't buy movies. That's that point I stopped buying movies, And I think there's only been a couple movies where I just outright bought them because I knew that they'd be good, like Avatar.
I think visually those movies are just like mind blowing.
Yeah, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
We've been watching Unsolved Mysteries.
Mhm.
We watched basically all.
We watch all of them, but there's like one that's in a different language, so it's hard to follow unless you're a very fast reader.
Yeah, and then I've also been watching a show called Crossing Swords on Hulu. It's a medieval. It's basically made in the style of the Lego Movie, except they're like the play.
Oh, that? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
It's a weird one.
Josh likes it. It's definitely like he's got his show and I've got my show.
It's an animated show on Hulu. I can't really describe it. It's
I don't
basically
like
about a
it.
squire who takes care of a king who doesn't know how to run a kingdom. But it's like it's just a weird one.
But it's like adult though.
It's very adult.
It's-
Yes.
it's
oh yeah.
very, very
you see
adult.
naked wooden dolls. Like they have painted boobs. It's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all for playing and watching. I think for us really. Yeah, that's about it. So we can move on to other subjects. I think we should go on to like one of our topics.
Let's just do the movie club.
You wanna do the movie club?
Movies.
All right. So what the movie club is, every single week we pick a movie to watch, and at least 1/3 of us has not seen the movie. And this week we did Jaws, starring Roy Schneider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss. Dreyfuss. Either way, I hate him.
What?
Yep.
Why?
I'm gonna say
I like
I don't
it.
like Richard Dreyfuss.
No, I like him.
I don't
Good
like him.
actor.
I really don't like him.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do you not like him as the character in the movie, or do you not?
I don't like him. The
What
way
other
he
movie
acts.
have you seen him in?
Close Encounters.
Okay, did you even sit through the whole movie?
Yes. You watched me watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Brett, have you seen that movie?
No.
Josh is glared at me.
What? Why? Oh, you're gonna pick that one eventually? Don't do it.
It's a Spielberg movie.
So 1975, the synopsis, I mean, if you really need it. When a killer shark unleashes chaos on a beach community, it is up to a local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down. So, yeah, Robert Shaw, pretty good actor, gotta say. He really portrayed a sea fisherman really well.
He did, and I don't remember hating him the first time I watched this, but he was really annoying me.
Dreyfuss was annoying me.
Dreyfuss.
God dang it. Richard. We call him Dick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that Shaw's death was not believable and easily avoidable. Like the way it was choreographed did not make sense to me.
Just slid down the boat.
It's kind of like the Austin
You
Powers.
have a huge ass shark mouth that takes up the whole back of the boat. What else are you gonna slide the fuck into?
Nothing. How about grab
It's
something?
not like it was at a 45-degree angle.
It
The
was
boat
like
was like this.
And you're on water.
Yeah.
It's slippery.
I don't-
What are you supposed to grab onto?
It's still,
I can-
no.
Alex isn't allowing us to have a grievance on a movie. She thinks this movie's perfect.
It's a great movie.
It's not.
It is.
It's a horrible movie.
It's
No.
a good movie.
It's a good movie for the time.
I have no doubt that in '75 it was considered great.
Yes.
But
Yes,
I'm looking
I
at
agree.
it as that. Does it hold up now? Not
It's like
really.
Halloween to you.
yeah.
No, Halloween was a piece of shit.
Jaws is like that to me. I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry.
you're okay with saying Halloween sucked, but but you think Jaws is great?
Yes.
You have.
She has a
my
bias,
God.
way biased, Flynn. Just
No,
stop.
I have an opinion.
Your opinion's all the way.
Except you're
Way
you're
out there.
kind of inconsistent
Very.
Why?
because it's the same thing.
Because
No,
she,
it's not.
yes,
It's
it
a
is.
completely
Jaws
different
is a
movie.
horror movie.
It is. It's a horror predator movie, just like Halloween.
I'm glad you're being consistent though.
Yes. Because I know
How is Halloween and Jaws the same movie?
they're
A
both
shark
categories.
and some weirdo with a
Alex,
mask.
Alex, if you went to a Blockbuster, you saw them on the same shelf. I
I'm
guarantee
not
it.
talking about the genre. You're trying to compare two things that are not the same.
But they're both horror movies.
Oh my
I-
god, they're under the same fucking genre.
Wait
That's
a minute.
It.
Wait a minute. We can
Yeah.
compare these type. They are horror movies that came out around the same
Okay,
time.
does that
Decade.
mean if I like one horror movie, I have to like every other horror movie?
No.
Well, then what is your argument? I'm not consistent? That I don't like every fucking horror movie?
Don't look at me. Look at
Look
Brett.
here, I guess what I'm saying is the problem you had with Halloween, you don't have with Jaws.
How fake it
Why?
looks. How bad
Because
it's acted.
Jaws is realistic. To a point. The only thing
Yeah, I
about
can
Jaws
see
that
that.
is not realistic is the fact that the shark just stays there for days hunting them. That's just movies. That's how you get a movie to be a
Also,
movie.
I don't know if you
Other
ever
than
see
that,
a great white that far north.
Yeah.
again, movie. But realistically,
I mean, I don't-
realistically,
Halloween movie.
I'm
Guy is
not a-
paranormal. That's all the
I'm
stipulation
not a
is.
marine biologist. I don't know where great sharks go. But
obviously not there. But they made the point of saying
where is there?
New York, around
it was
New York area.
it was around like it's the East Coast. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just what I got on it. But what they did is they made a point of saying they don't see this kind of shark out there. They made the point to say
Mhm.
this is not normal here.
True.
Halloween, honestly, from start to finish, was a piece of shit.
Massachusetts.
Somebody put a mask on and put a
Guys,
knife on him, and then
guys.
it was like,
Massachusetts.
really? That's where it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Martha's Vineyard.
Okay, all right. I can get it now. I get it now because he was talking about New York, but then they were talking about South Beach, and then we were talking about this beach, so it's in between. That's the East Coast,
I'm gonna look up Great White Shark Territory.
the ocean.
Actually, they are on the East Coast,
Oh, see there, realistic.
but they're
Boom.
more on the West.
But they did
Yeah,
mention
'cause a
in
lot
the
of-
movie it's rare.
A lot of
Yeah.
great white. I think a lot of great white attacks are like around Australia.
They actually go. Well, there's more in Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their territory is more along the Canadian upper northeast and the entire west coast of the U.S. and then Australia, Europe, and Japan. So
I can't. There is not one bone in my body that cares for Halloween.
Okay.
No.
You know what? But I absolutely love the new one that we went and saw.
Yeah.
That is a direct sequel from the first movie
Mhm.
because I at least appreciate what they did with the movie.
When saying that, the only realistic beef you have with the original is the time in which it was filmed.
If they made the same exact movie from start to finish now, it would not hold up.
okay. Pause.
But the sequel does?
I liked how they did the sequel.
So what if they took the story from the sequel and they filmed it in 1974 because the first one was 1972?
Right.
I just enjoyed the story.
So what if they sequel Jaws today?
It would suck.
No.
Sequel
No.
remade it.
No, sequel.
Sequeled it?
Like if they did a Jaws 2 and canceled out the other two that were already made.
It actually might make a lot of money right now.
Okay. Just like Halloween.
Yeah.
All right.
That's still we're going
We're
on to
comparing
a
the same thing here at this point.
Why am I not allowed to
No, we're
like
saying the same
Jaws
thing.
and not like Halloween?
You are.
Yeah, you totally are,
You
but-
are. But you grew up with Jaws.
That I do have a biased opinion in that
Yes.
aspect of it because I did see it when I was young.
Yes. And I can
And that
be,
is definitely not a movie I
can
should be watching.
allowed to dislike
By
this
the
film.
way,
I'm not
it is
saying
not.
to.
I don't see it as nearly as violent as you do.
Right.
What's the most violent part? Some red
Blood
water?
What are you gonna do? Red water.
You see people getting chomped on.
You see once.
Once.
Hold on. I gotta think of the movie now. But the way that the movie is shot, this is the other good thing about it. So
It's just the way it's shot.
It is
Psychological?
It's a psychologically good
But you're
movie.
not making your bloody point.
You're not making your.
Fuck you. Yes, I am. So I'm making a good point because yes, I get Halloween is psychological too. But what the thing about Halloween is, you see murders happening, or you're able to see shit after he kills people. Jaws. It is all. This is what made Jaws made so many people have phobias of deep water and swimming, like me, from just by watching this, because it's what you don't see.
That has
That's the
nothing to
music.
do with your violent point. It is not a violent movie.
Right. It's PG for a
Would
reason.
you show this to a kid?
Yeah.
I don't. What age?
8.
Guess what I watched at age 8?
Jurassic Park.
Air Force One.
Yeah, but that's
The
rated R,
Rock.
and you shouldn't have. This
Jaws is PG! You're not making your point!
Are you sure?
I'm trying to tell you that back then they didn't have the PG-13 rating, okay? So it's PG, so parental guidance, right? Meaning your parents should probably watch it and then watch it with you. That's what PG is to me. So PG-13 means this is very not. This
You're
is,
not
this is
making
not
your
su-
point.
This is not suitable for kids under 13. Back then it was G, PG, and
I'll be
R.
darned, it is.
I'm right! You can watch this with parental guidance, it's fine.
I would not let my
Jaws
kids
is
watch
R.
this.
Why?
I would not
Or
let
not
them
R.
watch it until they're a teenager.
Why? Why?
Because it scarred me when I was 8 years old.
You are a different human being in
I
today's
don't
day and
understand.
age. You know how desensitized our
understand.
kids are going to be by the time they're 8?
You know, my sister and my mother would kill me if I let my nephew watch this movie.
Well, I don't know.
There
I
are
disagree. I disagree.
There are 100 worst PG-13 movies.
Absolutely.
Than there are.
Do you
Jaws.
actually see boobs in this movie? No.
Yes.
Is there even any cursing?
Very slight.
The girl at the beginning is naked.
But you don't see a...
Completely, but it's
No.
there.
The camera
You can
movement up from where you almost can see boobs.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
she's swimming and stuff and she like does a stroke, like you can see a side boob.
Almost.
But there are a lot worse PG-13 films out there that are going to show a lot more.
There's a lot more PG and G
So,
movies. I'm
again,
trying to compare one
Your point
movie.
is not moot.
All
Music
right.
was good.
So, Josh, how did you feel about this movie?
I give it a 6.
Moving on. Do you seriously?
Yes, I don't like it.
You really didn't?
Okay,
like
I want
the
to say
movie?
one other grievance about this movie.
Hmm.
The movie is loud. Too much cross talk.
I don't. There is.
Too much cross
There's
talk.
definitely a lot.
Way
of,
too much of a crowd.
When there's a lot. When there's,
Shut up,
when there's a
crowd.
big crowd, they made it too realistic. With every single character in the crowd shots are talking.
I was getting mad.
Yes.
Every single scene. I was like, shut up, kids. Go somewhere else where there's no
yes,
camera.
but you could argue that was
was
part of
real.
the realism
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'll never watch this again. I don't have a fear of sharks, and I don't have a fear of the beach.
Do you think that if you were my age at the time, like 8 years old when you watched
Absolutely.
this would have scared you?
Yes, it would scare.
I don't know. I was now again. It's dinosaurs, but Jurassic Park did
Dinosaurs.
not
I
scare
can't
me.
say
Park
dinosaurs
scared
are
me,
real,
though.
but like
Dilophosaurus scared me.
a shark is just as much of a dinosaur, though. Like they're
Yes, but
It is a dinosaur, yes.
But a shark is real.
dinosaurs are real.
Not now.
They're not alive. They're
Yes, they
extinct, but
are.
they're real.
If we can argue
You
this
can't
fact.
go walk in the woods and be scared of getting attacked by a velociraptor.
No, but you can be scared of an alligator.
That's a dinosaur.
That's not a
That's a
dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
That is
I
a
mean,
dinosaur.
It's not a dinosaur from Jurassic Park. My point.
I know, but
Okay,
I'm still
yeah.
making a
Yeah,
literal
no,
point, but
but-
you're making a...
I love how you're wearing a
Sci-fi
Jurassic
point.
Park shirt.
You are. I love it, too.
So going back to my point, I don't know, but
I don't know what the point was.
It's less real.
what?
Jurassic Park is less
Yes,
real.
like
Yeah.
I've never been
But
scared of
I'm
being
s-
eaten by a dinosaur, but I might be scared of getting attacked by a shark in the ocean.
But imagine being in that situation. You'd be scared shitless.
Which situation?
Jurassic Park situation.
Well, if I went to an island where there were dinosaurs,
That's
hell
the
yeah.
point of the film, is to put you in that position, of course. So it's kind of
Well,
like,
that's the point of Jaws, is to put you in that position,
and it
Josh.
didn't scare me.
I just have to think.
Get a
that
better boat.
If I watched this when I was a kid, it would not have scared me.
Yeah.
But
It didn't
I don't
make
know.
sense that suddenly the shark was on deck either.
It leapt up like a whale and
And all of a sudden the
slammed
back
down
is just
on
like
it.
shattered, and it's like
3-ton shark.
it didn't make. Yeah,
they did say 3 times.
it didn't make.
3-ton,
Okay,
25-foot
okay.
shark.
Okay.
It was as big as the boat.
Yeah. I don't like the film though.
Okay.
I thought it. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me. I recognize, just like Halloween, I recognize what it is for when it came out.
Right.
Which we all
See,
know. What
and
it
I
was,
just,
but
I don't know if I should go back on that. Like,
Did Spielberg have anything big in between 75 and 93?
I'm sure he did.
Oh yeah.
I mean, of
E.T.
course, Close Encounters
E.T.
probably. E.T.
E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of like
Schindler's List wasn't until
mid 90s.
4,
That
95.
was after.
Okay,
Jurassic
so
Park.
here's the deal. Now that you brought that up. Okay, by the way, I obviously like Jaws. I don't really know if I have a number for it, but Brett, do you have a number for it?
Probably a 7.
7. I'd probably give it like an 8. I still think it's a really good movie. And I still think it holds up today, but I might be biased just because I saw it when I was younger.
Right.
And I understand a lot more now that I'm an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I hope that people can respect my opinion.
I respect your opinion. I did not, honestly, I had no idea whether or not you'd like this movie. I really couldn't tell. I was like, it's been long enough for me that I don't remember. I kept saying that throughout the movie. I'm like, wow, it's been that long. I seriously don't remember this.
But I could tell when every single jump scare was going to happen because that's when you would
Because I remember the jump scares.
Didn't help me.
You would
ruin
it.
every
I
single
know.
time. You'd be like, oh, it's not yet. Even though
I should have held Brett then.
I saw. Excuse me.
What's that?
I should have held onto your arm for the movie.
I saw basically all of the jump scares on YouTube clips.
They were,
Well, that's the other thing too is
they
watch
were
so
predictable. I've
Right.
only seen this movie once, but
they
I
are
think I just
predictable when they
remember.
do
When you're
like the
throwing the
close
chum, I'm like, it's
camera. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, so I get that, but you've also I already knew that you knew. I know you knew how it ended.
Mhm.
You've seen the
Yes,
scene so
yes,
many times.
yes.
spoiled a lot.
We watched so many top 10s this and top 10 this and best and worst movies. Like you've seen Jaws basically. That's why I was like, I don't know if you're gonna appreciate it because you've seen the movie.
Okay, I didn't.
So anyway, so to go back on what I was saying about you guys mentioned Schindler's List. I have never seen that movie.
Yeah.
And when I mentioned that, like we were talking about when I said Jaws at work,
You
obviously,
won't like it. I'm not. I don't think I'm ever gonna like recommend it either. It's not.
Oh, sorry,
I've seen it.
not Schindler's List. Shawshank Redemption.
No, that's a good one.
I've never seen that one. I'm sorry, I don't know why I got Schindler's List in my head, maybe because it's an ass.
We were talking about it.
I just mentioned.
We mentioned it.
So I at work last week when I had said, guess what movie it is this week, and I said Jaws, and that you had seen it. Of course, all Jaws dropped.
Ha!
Ha ha ha. I just made that up. And
not
we were
original,
going
I'm
through.
sure.
I was like, they're like, Alex, is there any movies that you think that that you haven't seen? I was like, I don't know. Start naming some, and people were naming some, and I was like, oh, I've never seen that one. And someone said Shawshank Redemption, and I was like, nope, never seen that. And everybody, like, I was seriously the only person in the room. I was like, that had never seen it. Like, I cannot believe you've never seen it. It's such a great movie.
It's fine.
That's got to be on our list at one point
You've
because I guess
seen
I
it?
have to see it or have to see it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Never seen it.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, that and I said Karate
It's
Kid
long.
too because of what
it's
happened.
just as long as Green Mile.
The conversation last week when we started up talking about Karate Kid and YouTube was blowing up. Same thing happened at work. I'm like the only person that hasn't seen Karate Kid, but at the same time I said, well, I like Karate
All three
Kid.
of us haven't seen it.
Right.
I
We
asked.
have to watch that eventually.
I asked people that were a little bit younger than me and a little bit older than me, will I enjoy it? And they said no. They said no, you won't like it.
Okay.
Yes, we love it, but it was my generation, and you had to have grown
But
up liking
I
it.
did like Three Ninjas, and watching it as an adult, I still like
too.
Three Ninjas.
Me too.
And that's a cheesy, stupid movie. But I love it.
Surf Ninjas, which is awful, but I love it. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
It's terrible. You know who's in it, right?
No.
You remember Kino from TMNT2? Secret of the Use, the pizza delivery kid?
Yeah,
He's the main kid.
That's right. The kid in the
in Surf
beginning.
Ninjas,
Yeah. All right, so I get to pick the movie this week,
Yes, you
and
do.
I already mentioned it before the podcast. We're gonna do Bumblebee. Came out 2 years ago, and I'm gonna read the synopsis of it. On the run in the year 1987, Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard in a small California beach town. On the cusp of turning 18 and trying to find her place in the world, Charlie Watson discovers Bumblebee, battle-scarred and broken. Starring Haley Steinfeld and John Cena.
So, are you going to be able to watch 1, 2, and 3 before you watch this? I guess you don't need to, but
I don't know.
probably not.
I'm sure
So
Alex
it's
and I
only
can start
4 days
tonight.
away.
That doesn't mean anything. We have nothing planned this week.
Yeah, there's nothing this week.
Okay.
We could probably knock it out easy.
At least the first
Basically, have to do one a day.
and third.
starting tomorrow.
I'd love to watch the third for sure. And the first one. 2,
I liked all three of them.
Okay. Yeah, so I think we'll of course there's what was the other one? Extinction and The Last Night. And Last Night I passed on.
Age of Extinction.
Age of Extinction. Yes. Yeah. All right, let's move on from there, guys. You guys want to move on to the fan question?
Yeah.
Sure.
This week's topic was, what fictional snack or food have you always wanted to try? And I'm going to bring up the meme here. It's got a whole bunch of suggestions, but of course everyone was always giving their own opinion on it. There's a whole bunch on social media, and on the photo on YouTube I've got Mario and Yoshi going after a green mushroom. There's some Scooby snacks, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza, and a crab patty. So
You know what? I didn't even think when you posted this, and I saw the first thing of Yoshi eating a mushroom.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even think about that as a choice.
right, video game items that you just devour.
But you made me put something more into like my. Oh yeah, I want to try some of that.
Like it's kind. Well, you wouldn't want. You don't like mushrooms. So.
I don't, but they look really good in Mario.
Yeah, they do. So yeah, Brett, do you have any that you'd like to try?
This is a really weird topic.
It
by
is.
The way.
It
but
is.
I can't think of anything that I wanted to try specifically. But what this did is make me think about when I would watch stuff and be like, oh man, I'd like to have some like the equivalent. So like I remember wanting to eat pizza while watching Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I would also, when I, not a cartoon, but the movie Good Burger, it always made me want to eat a burger. You know?
Would you ever want that one burger though?
Well, they didn't have, the thing about Good Burger, it wasn't necessarily the burger, it was the Ed sauce.
Ed sauce. Okay.
Yeah, the sauce that he created.
Oh,
on the
okay.
burger.
Yeah, the special sauce. Yeah. Is there any like video game one that you think about? Maybe.
I really couldn't think of a video game one.
Like for me, mainly like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza always looked the cheesiest.
Mm-hmm.
Always looks so good. And you mentioned last week, Alex, Bugs Bunny eating a carrot.
Yeah.
It always made it look good. And
Yep.
Same.
What?
Same.
I don't know why.
I don't
It was
know
just
why.
like
It's appealing.
yeah, it made the cartoon carrot looks very appealing, like very like because he just like eats it and you're like, oh that looks like it must taste good.
And then also Sonic the Hedgehog eating chili dogs.
Okay.
You ever watch the animated series?
Yeah, I've seen a couple
Yeah.
episodes. I was not one to watch
I
it.
had no idea he was so into chili dogs, and then as a kid, actually that makes me want to have them now. Like go to Coney Island.
Oh man, Coney Island would be nice.
And then another one I put down is Los Pollos Hermanos chicken.
Oh man, I didn't even
Breaking
think about that
Bad.
from Breaking Bad.
Mm.
Yeah,
They had that special recipe
that's true.
that kind of made the cartel go crazy.
Mhm.
In a way, whatever. But yeah, that's what I had written down as far as foods that I'd like to try. What do you have, Alex?
So I'm gonna go ahead and just say what pops into my head when you say that, and it's gonna be a weird one,
What?
but it's from Winnie the Pooh. Whenever Winnie the Pooh would eat the honey, it just looks so good when he sticks his paw in there and it's just like orange and yellow goo coming off, and then he's like slopping it down and whatnot. And then at the end of the movie, like the actual Pooh movie, everybody's eating the honey,
Never
and
seen
it's
the
like,
movie. I
what?
don't think I've ever seen any of the Winnie the Pooh movies.
I saw the one where he gets stuck in the tree. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's a
that's the
fat
first one.
I
Because he wants honey.
know of Winnie the Pooh. I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't remember any.
That's
of it.
actually a really good movie.
I know of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Very,
it's a very
well.
like humble.
Very
movie.
well. Yeah.
Basically has to
Um,
starve himself to get out of the tree.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're all based on the 7 deadly sins, aren't they?
I don't read into that. I just know it as Winnie the Pooh, and he's a bear, and he likes honey,
Or-
and he
no,
gets himself into mischief because of it.
It was like different types of depression. I think.
Yeah, I know, like the different characters and stuff or
Yeah.
whatnot, but no, that's reading too far into it. Just enjoy the movie as it is.
Jeez.
But no, so that's the thing that comes into mind the most is just like the big jar of Winnie the Pooh honey. And I already like honey a lot, but you can't exactly cartoon or like make honey look, because honey in Winnie the Pooh is not realistic looking. That is not what honey looks like.
No.
Honey is
It's not. It doesn't move like that.
it doesn't move like that. Like
No.
it just it's still really good in real life, but it's just like I wonder what that tastes like in the movie.
Do bears
I don't
really
know.
get that attracted to honey?
Don't know. I'm
Is that
sure
a
they
myth?
do. No, because there's actually there's things like bears going to beehives and grab them down with their claws
Really?
and lick them, and yeah,
They eat fish.
yeah.
So
I
they
mean,
need the honey.
yes, but the honey is like they're attracted to that, and they're most of the time they can fight them off because their fur and everything's like super thick and whatnot. And yeah,
Oh man.
but I think that's where they got the idea from. Winnie the Pooh.
Looks like we got a comment on YouTube as far as the topic goes. For the fan topic, a Krusty Burger, you mean a Krabby Patty probably, and a donut from The Simpsons. Oh yeah, Homer's Donuts, man.
That's really good. Or like a beer, like one of his beers. What are they called?
Duff.
Beer.
You always wonder what that tastes like.
Yeah.
Sometimes even cartoons make water look good
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
when they slurp down bottles of water.
Family Guy, they're always drinking, draft beer.
Mhm.
In Space Jam, they drink
what's
that water.
What's that bar called?
Joe's?
No, the
no.
clam.
The
The
clam.
clam.
No, it's not that. There's a word in there also.
The clam.
No, it's not just the clam.
Is it not? Man, we were just watching the
I
stupid
know.
show.
It's got a flashing.
Clam. They call it the clam.
They call it the clam, but that's not what it's
The
called.
clam. Family Guy. Look it up. It'll show the right thing. Someone's gonna be announcing it on YouTube here in like 10 seconds. It's gonna happen.
Oh my god, I can't type.
Do you need an adult?
There it is. Bar and Family Guy. The Drunken Clam.
Mhm.
Drunken clam. Oh, how'd you not get the drunken?
I
Like
don't
the
know.
Drunken.
I don't know.
Couldn't even think of that. We got a couple of comments on Facebook. Yobo Goya from the League.
Oh, gross.
Justin Kelly said that.
He's kidding. It's horse meat. is
I
what
know.
it
I
is.
saw that. I read. I had to look it up. And then that's eventually the
It's
word.
It's a great episode.
That's the word that they eventually say when they have to poop, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because Kevin ends up, one of the characters has to get out of the car and go drop trowel in front of like a school class or something.
I've been trying to get back in the league, and I was on season 2 when we were doing fantasy. So now who knows?
It's good until about, if I remember right, until about season 5. Like after season 5,
Are there like
that's good enough.
7, 8?
I think there's 8.
Wow, you really like shows ending that soon, huh?
Yeah, otherwise they just get stale, and they gotta come up with
We'll find that out
new
with Big Bang.
ideas, and what the characters are at the end is completely different from what they started at.
Right.
And it really irritates me when writers aren't consistent.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh man, you see that in a lot of shows.
You do, and I think it's easier to be consistent nowadays because binging and streaming is a thing.
Mhm.
But like one of my favorite shows, or my favorite show of all time, is the Andy Griffith Show, and some of the storylines, not so much the storylines, but the stapled things are so inconsistent
Mhm.
that it just drives me nuts.
You see
Like,
that in a few shows.
Did the characters not remember this?
Right,
You know?
right.
I mean, the most famous one is, maybe not the most famous one, but the one that comes to my head immediately is in season 4. Deputy Barney Fife makes a comment in one episode that he's been a deputy for 10 years. And then in season 5, he has his 5-year anniversary with the sheriff's office.
Wow.
So how does that make sense?
Doesn't time
Exactly.
loop.
Exactly. So anyway, that's a tangent.
Well, you see that in like Breaking Bad kept that together pretty well, actually. If you're talking about those inconsistencies, like Vince Gilligan, actually, there was I actually watched a YouTube interview, actually not with Vince Gilligan, but with one of the writers of Breaking Bad. He also, I think he was a writer of Breaking Bad, but he also did work on Lost, and he said that when they were planning out Lost, they had no idea what they were doing with that show, and you can see it.
Yeah.
You will see it in that show. They had no idea what some of the things are, and you never get it answered. Doesn't
Nope,
even matter.
you don't.
And you see it in like How I Met Your Mother and Big Bang Theory. We're eventually probably going to see some stuff that's inconsistent, but that's just what happens when a show runs too long, and you seem to be right on the money with that. What else do we have as far as comments here? Looks like someone put down a photo. Elliot did a photo of Max holding a cheese and pepperoni pizza from a Goofy movie.
Oh,
So,
that was the cheesiest pizza you've ever seen.
Mhm.
I think
And a
Ninja
cartoon.
Turtles is more.
Like the cartoon?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles cartoon.
I know. I think they're very comparable.
They are. Yeah.
Like it's just cheese, just like coming off, like pulling and dripping off the pizza.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No real cheese looks like that.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
And you've always wanted it to. And that's just bad. That's why American cheese is so bad for you. It's all oil. Ugh. Alex, you want to?
Yeah, I've
Read
got
some comments.
I've got a few on Instagram here.
Okay.
We've got hashtag Blackout Podcast.
Shout out to them.
He's got Krabby Patties. Also not a cartoon / game, but I wanted to try a good burger with Ed's special sauce, whatever that is.
It's the sauce that he makes.
I know that's what he said.
That's the whole
comment.
But
That's the comment.
I thought you were saying.
No, I know we were already talking about that, but I was like, as you said that, I was like,
when
well,
you think about that realistically, that could never happen because it would have to be sent to the FDA for approval.
There's something
before
that
they could
actually
send it to the public.
Well, Los Pollos Hermanos chicken is actually available. Like someone actually came out with a recipe.
But my point is,
I'm saying that there's some people that do that.
Yes, if a fast food employee actually made a sauce,
yeah,
you couldn't just start making it and passing it out to the public.
What if someone knew it though? On Nickelodeon, if it actually existed.
Oh, that's just a movie,
right?
We've got from
it's just a story, It's a story.
Yeah.
Terrible Terror podcast. He said I could effing use a sensu bean right now. So
what's that from?
Luckily, Patrick, our friend Patrick, who's part of a podcast as well, he said, "Oh, easy, a sensu bean from Dragon Ball Z. Eating one refills your health, stamina, and can even heal mortal wounds."
Ooh.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, okay, that's awesome.
People with back problems definitely want that. I have back problems. I would love to have something like that. That's
Okay, so I've got one from JNT podcast. This is one I really wanted to steal, honestly.
Yeah.
Because he said it, and I was like, oh dang. Okay, so but JMT podcast said Big Kahuna Burger from Quentin Tarantino's cinematic universe.
That was made. Well, it was an impression of what it could be.
But that's the thing. You can always do just like my Winnie the Pooh honey. Like it's real, but like it's
just
like,
honey
hey,
in
I
a
really
jar
want to
and
have
say,
what's in that movie in front of me right now.
Right. Exactly.
And then we've got Glenn and Her podcast.
Shout out to them.
They say Popeye spinach.
Oh yeah, you were saying that last week.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, but I don't even think he made it look appetizing. It came out of a can. He just cracked it open and went gulp, 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 and then he like popped a muscle.
Yeah.
And that's how that works.
That's it right there.
That's it right there. Yeah, that's what I got.
So yeah, fictional foods, guys.
Oh wait! I had another one on Facebook. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
my grandmother.
Your grandmother.
Yeah, my grandmother said she would like to try the everything beans in Harry Potter. Except that's not what they're called. Not everything beans. What are they called?
There's a name for them. Yeah. No, it's everything beans.
Is it every flavor bean? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah, she wants to try.
Brett,
I know that they have
you need to watch
those.
all the Harry Potters.
I know
Do
that.
No, I don't.
Do it. I swear, you'd like it.
Oh,
No, I
actually, we
wouldn't.
just got another.
I
We just now got another message.
With a comment? Yeah.
Yes. J.M. Brady says
Shout out to them.
from J360 podcast. He says the 1-Up mushroom.
Yep. That's the green
that was
mushroom.
the other thing I wanted to say. So at the very first level of Mario, Super Mario.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you're on Yoshi. Or not, you're not even on Yoshi. You're not on Yoshi, but you walk by because you can redo that level with Yoshi. And in the green bushes, you've got those red.
Are you talking about Super Mario World?
Yes.
Okay, you have to specify what you're talking about.
Sorry, but the apples or whatever, that just looks really yummy.
Okay,
I don't know why.
The pink one does, I think.
As far as the mushrooms go, Mario doesn't technically eat them. You
Yoshi
never see
does.
him actually eat it.
Well, it's
That's very true.
Wow.
He just grabs them.
You can jump on him. Yoshi's the one who eats them.
That's very true.
It's implied, I guess.
I
mean,
I don't even know. I just think I never actually thought that deeply into it.
I've seen everyone who does a
that's kind of like a mind
parody
right
of
there.
Mario do that. I've seen him he eats them. Like I just saw Robot Chicken last night where they did the Mario Kart where Mario and Luigi go to GTA Vice City, and they get shot up, and Mario eats mushrooms and thinks that he's like crazy.
That's on HBO Max.
It is. Yeah. Yep.
Added it to my list.
Yep, I've been watching. That's what I normally put on when we go to sleep. Now it's just usually like Robot Chicken, the Jetsons, the Flintstones, Scooby Doo, those types of things. I want to watch Scoob. That might be a good movie to watch sometime. Anyways, that's about it for that conversation on that topic. You guys want? We have one for next week, right?
Yes.
Brett, you had one.
Yes.
What is
Let me set the scene how this became it. So I was talking with Dylan, who has been on the show a couple times, and I was at work, and a customer purchased a big bucket of red vines, which I really like. Really like red vines. I think they're better than Twizzlers.
Yes, Alex.
I'm alone in that thought.
No, they're good.
Oh, you agree?
Yeah.
Better than Twizzlers?
Yeah.
But Alex didn't think so.
She doesn't think so.
Anyway.
I think red vines are more. I don't know that actually they're kind of a little more fake than Twizzlers if you think about it. They're a little more airy.
There's less to them.
Yes.
On each one because
Yeah.
they're hollow.
Yeah.
Anyway, So I said, oh man, I love red vines. It's one of my favorite candies. And Dylan says, well, I like chocolate. And I said,
Mhm.
"Well, chocolate is candy." He's like, no, chocolate is chocolate. And if it's not chocolate, it's candy. I'm like, what are you talking about? So my question is, how do you classify candy, or what makes candy candy, and is chocolate candy? I don't know how you're going to do that.
That's a good one, though. I think that's a good one because
There's a lot of people that will argue.
Oh, absolutely. Mainly because of the fact that chocolate is candy, in my opinion, and we'll talk about it next week, of course. But how can someone just have that thought? I mean, and unless there's many people out there, we'll find out.
Yep.
Of course. I mean, maybe we could just do a poll.
Instead of the topic? Or
Maybe
Maybe
yeah,
do a
just
Twitter
like,
poll.
like a poll, like is chocolate candy?
We can do a
Or, I
Twitter
don't know,
poll.
like,
We can do a
yeah.
Twitter poll, but everywhere else we'll do a regular post.
Yeah.
I think
maybe
we'll
do
see what it'll be a quick answer on Twitter, so we'll get more of a yes or no on there. But I think on the other social medias we'll do an actual like conversation piece and see what people say.
cool.
Yeah, that's actually not bad because I would classify it as that as such. And you see that on if you were to order any Valentine's Day stuff, don't forget the flowers and candy, and the candy is chocolate all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get them chocolate, you give them something else, you're an idiot. Unless they request. Unless you know your woman wanting something else.
Right.
But, I mean, Alex, I don't normally buy chocolate for you on Valentine's Day. We wait until the day after.
There's that, but there's also a reason why we don't do that.
Well,
Well, about killed the dog.
About killed the
'Cause
dog.
About killed the dog.
That was 5 years, 7 years ago? 8 years
try
ago?
like 8 years ago. We were
Almost 10 years. No, 10 years ago.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. It might have been about 10 years ago.
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
she was not very old. When
It has been a decade,
happened.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh man. So let's move on from there. We got a few things in a new segment I want to talk about today called Nerd News. Now, Nerd News is kind of nothing really new, but it's kind of just a big category that we're just going to do some bounce off of, like some crazy off the wall things of about nerd topics. One of them I have on the board is F&F, which is the Fast and Furious franchise. There was a report, I think it was Ludacris
Yeah, it was.
had an interview
Okay.
saying that the Fast and Furious franchise might go to space.
Oh, I saw a post on that.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think that's cheesy.
Isn't it though?
I think it's cheesy.
Brett, you are the connoisseur of the franchise
Nope, it's
here.
not cheesy. I'm taking it back. You want to know why? Because they're going to use more cars in space.
Oh,
It's going to piss Brent off.
they're gonna get Moon Man. They have to espionage the Moon
Fast
Man.
and space.
Elon Musk put something on Moon Man, didn't he?
Well, how do you know it's going to be cars? What if it's just spaceships?
It's always been about the cars.
You can't drive a car in space.
Apparently, we
What's
can
the
throw them
lunar
up in
module?
space, though.
What?
What's the lunar module?
A spaceship.
Well, what's the car then?
I guess it is a car, but that's on a surface.
Are they gonna go to the moon?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm excited now.
It makes sense that they would eventually.
Fred,
they'd
if
have
they-
to do
Really?
something.
Fred,
This makes sense.
If they do this, are you going to watch?
No, I'm not gonna watch.
Really? Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I
I'm
didn't
going to
watch.
blindfold Brett
I
take him.
still haven't watched Hobbs and Shaw because I heard that one of the scenes is
Brett,
is
we just
beyond
watched
ridiculous.
it.
It was
I didn't
You
because
should've.
you did it when I was off the show.
But you should have.
Well, I didn't.
You should.
It's actually really good.
Yes.
That's not what I heard.
From us?
No.
I haven't heard any bad things about it.
We said it was fine.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you should be watching those. It's part of the PTO Movie Club. Hello.
It was during my absence.
Yeah. Either way, it really was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I was not expecting it to be good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
We're not convincing Brett, it's fine.
Where this
No, it's fine. We don't need to.
franchise is going,
It's being worn down to the
It's-
nitty gritty.
I'm not surprised that if it gets there, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm on that point where I'm thinking that now. It's like, where else can they go? In Hobbs and Shaw, they're already talking about super soldiers.
Exactly.
And you can't get any more off the planet than that, other than aliens coming down or anything flying that shouldn't be.
You know what, Brett? You always talk about, like, but they're making money. They're gonna fucking do space.
And they'll
Because they're going to make money off
Right.
of doing it.
What did I just say? I don't have to go see it.
No.
I mean, they won't get my money. It's not going to stop them.
No,
from
they'll get
making
my
it.
money to pay for your ticket.
That's a good question, actually. When the theaters open here, when is your thought on going?
I mean, I would go now
It's
if
be-
it was open.
yeah.
Would you really?
I think I would go now.
How come everyone's like, I'm always hearing people like freaking out about that?
Because they're
Like,
going to. Because we've been scared into not doing anything
Yeah.
but
But-
to stay in your house.
Right.
Well,
But
what
we should.
they'll do is they'll have theaters at max capacity or at
No,
half of
capacity.
max capacity,
Yeah.
which means they'll sell less tickets per show. They'll want you to wear a mask, although how are you gonna eat concessions if you wear a mask? And that's where they make their money.
Yeah.
So I don't
They're
know
gonna
how
make a
that's going to
concession
work.
mask.
With a hole right in the middle.
Yeah, because that makes the mask pointless, though.
No, you can unzip it, unvelcro
Oh,
it.
you'll have a zipper in your mask?
My point exactly. I mean, you can't eat popcorn. You're not going to pull your mask down and eat popcorn every time.
No,
'cause
I
you'll
agree.
just take your mask
I agree.
off.
I agree.
Exactly. So, but they'll say you have to wear a mask.
I wonder if they'll just station people like seats 6 feet apart.
So it's gonna be every
They'll
other row.
probably have
Every other row and
chairs
every
marked
few
off.
chairs.
Yeah,
Yes.
like kind of like they do in the dining room where they're like, "Sorry, this table is
Alex,
Reserved for
whatever."
social
you know what?
distance.
We won't have to worry because we'll do Regal all the time anyway,
They'll
and they'll
only
have them
sell-
only set up on Fandango what
That's
they are.
true. Yeah. That's not going to stop people from sitting in seats that they shouldn't be, though.
If they do, I'm reporting people.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever.
that, but I still think they'll like just completely wrap them up or whatever.
I hope they
They're
do.
going to have to because people will sit in them. That's
Yeah.
people.
Everyone's gonna be buying like those cloth like chair bags that's just gonna go over all those. The theater's gonna buy these things and they're just gonna go over all these.
I know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's making me stress out.
Why?
Because the whole world is changing.
Well, yes, it is.
Like my best friend and I went to the mall today, and this is the first time I walked in the mall.
I'm very
since-
surprised you did.
Since January.
Mhm.
And we were wearing masks and stuff and staying away from everybody. Like, if there was someone coming near us, it was funny because we both just kind of like...
You just meander.
we just, like, walked away like, you have cooties kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we stayed away from everybody. It was like, we just walked... We were there for not very long, and I was like, wow, this is really weird. Like,
Quiet.
you can't walk into certain stores. Like, some certain stores are completely blocked off and it says online only, or it's must have a mask, and there's just stop written everywhere. Like, you don't... It's really sad to actually walk in the mall. I don't want to go back.
It's just
Like,
a
it's
different
really...
world.
It's completely
and,
different.
and you're gonna hear the news of there's all these other different things coming at you, and it's like, when is enough enough? When are we gonna get
I
back to
don't-
normalcy? It's gonna come back. Like, we're gonna be in that point.
I don't think what we think of as normal will ever... I don't think it honestly
Well,
will ever be
just-
our normal ever again.
You'd be surprised.
Wait and see what happens in November.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's really weird that you're saying that, because me and some of the people at work have been talking the last couple weeks just because it's seriously the way that we are dealing with work since COVID and being essential and being in the medical field has been the most we have ever worked in our lives, and to the point where we are all suffering from burnout right now.
Mhm.
Like, the whole hospital could close. Like, it's bad. And so we were talking about what did you just say? Oh, wait till November. Back in March, when it was like everyone was still scared, like super scared to go out, and you actually didn't see, you saw a reduction of people outside, you saw a reduction of the traffic, and now we're not because it's summer. But we were saying back in March, you know what? Just wait until July.
Right.
Everybody agreed. They're
I
like,
did remember saying
yeah,
that.
I do remember saying wait till
Wait a
July.
minute. Why do you think I'm saying wait until November?
That it'll clear up.
Or some.
For
or,
what reason, though?
I don't know. I just figured that's what it is, because when people say,
you
"Oh,
really
just wait
think
till
that?
this,"
Are you
Yes.
that conspiracy like that? You think the election has something to do
Oh,
with
that's what
I'm
you're doing?
saying just it's possible. Just wait and see.
honestly, anything. That's why we talked about last week. Anything can happen. You might as well just send the fucking aliens down now.
I don't know if we should dive into conspiracy thoughts yet. We're not there. We're not running out of topics.
Honestly, COVID's gonna keep giving us topics.
It is. It
because
is.
We're like we're finding ways to get dinosaurs back in the world now.
Stop. Hell no.
I know.
Let me put it like this. There are people out there that believe that COVID is completely political.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if that is true, November will be
Eye
a point
opener.
of interest.
Okay. I get that. Okay. Yeah, I see that. I can see.
I
your...
don't believe, this is just me, I don't believe that COVID is political. I believe that it's real, obviously, but I think that they are making it political. They found a way because it's election time.
It's also shut down businesses.
They're finding a way to make it political.
Yes.
It shouldn't be.
That's
But yes, that is
purpose.
the world. That's the world right now.
Sad. Speaking of the world right now, you guys ever watch The Wonder Years?
no. I mean,
Yes.
years
I watched
ago.
it with you.
They're rebooting it.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what they should call it? The normal years.
The normal years?
The
But-
normal
The
years.
convenient years.
more
The
like
convenient years.
The disappointing years.
What?
Well,
No, back like how the Wonder
Alex,
Years
it's taking
are-
place in the 60s.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
really?
ABC is rebooting the classic comedy series. Comedy. It's not really that
comedy.
funny.
It's more drama.
But with a significant twist, a new version of the nostalgia-heavy series is focused on a black middle-class family living in the 60s era Montgomery, Alabama. Oh,
Mhm.
no. So it's going to be the 60s era. This is going to be racially divided.
Probably.
It's going to be. Might be interesting to see. I mean, I did like the original, but
Nah,
then again...
I like the original.
I have zero interest in this or the original.
But I grew up with the original.
It's definitely one that
You have to see as a
You
kid.
have to see it as a kid. It's not
I-
one that would hold up
I
now.
watched some as a kid and I didn't care for it then.
Right, but it was on when we were a kid, like
I'm gonna
right?
say, like,
it was,
yeah.
it was airing. Right?
I would say like the only reason I
When did
watched
it air?
I watched it is because it was on. It not because like I was like, oh yeah, I liked it. I liked it more like when Josh and I first got married and he got me back into it when we watched it. And I was like, it just kind of it was more nostalgia. But other than that, no, it will not hold up.
It aired 88 to 93. That's actually in our childhood.
Yeah, that's our childhood.
That's awesome.
Our
actually.
young childhood. Yes.
Everyone listening that's older than us, oh my god!
Oh
I
my
was
God, you're baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But no, like it only had 6 seasons. That's crazy. That's actually a short show. So, I mean, that's not difficult to pick up as a show if you ever want to check it out, Brett. I mean, if you have no interest, I guess. But another thing I want to talk about is Marvel Comics acquired Aliens and Predator licenses. This we might see more movies now, like a little bit better. It might make them good, like really good, like really like Alien good, original Alien or Aliens good. So I'm really excited about this.
Oh, I really like The Predator, but it just got crucified.
That's the newest one, right?
Yeah.
They remade the Predator a couple times, didn't they? Now, because they had the one with Adrian Brody.
Well, no,
What was that?
that was
one?
Predators.
Oh,
Where every top hunter or of every ethnicity was sent to a planet full of predators to be hunted by predators.
okay. So that's a whole other thing.
A whole
Okay.
separate story.
Okay.
And then The Predator was just the next chapter, basically.
It was too. Was it too comical or something? Was that what it
I
was?
don't remember the beef, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll put that on the list.
Predator.
The-
I mean, I've never
it's
seen any
The
of.
Predator.
I've never seen any of
I've never seen
any Predator movie other than AVP.
Maybe then the old original will be on the list.
Okay.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, I know.
Isn't that the one where he walks up to someone and says "son of a bitch" and he grabs his hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dylan,
yes.
Dylan, you son of a, and you have that the
Yeah, the
Yeah.
clasp.
muscle bound.
The
It was with Carl Weathers.
Yeah, and it was like it's a meme. Like it's just
Yeah,
these
I know
strong
that- I know
guys.
the
Just,
meme.
Totally flexed out.
Yeah, they are. Oh man. Just other nerd news today. Valve released a list of games they were working on and canceled, and 2 of those were Left 4 Dead 3 and Half-Life.
Yeah, fuck
3.
that. Whatever.
They really-
Whatever. They're just
You know how
saying
much I
that.
believe that?
Yeah. Don't.
0%.
Nope. 0. Nope. Don't
That-
believe
you know
it.
what this is? This is a publicity stunt.
Yes,
to say,
it is.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Mhm.
We
Brett
can
and I are
make-
both like.
We can make the
Shame, shame.
internet. We can make the internet believe that we were working on them if we just say
If we
that
just say it,
canceled
oh, but COVID fucked it up. So
no,
it's
they didn't
that's
say
okay.
that.
No,
They didn't say that COVID
Nope.
did it.
I'm sure. And because we're gonna ask for a reason, be like, oh, you COVID.
No. Wow.
That's exactly it. Am I right? See, Brett and I agree.
Oh
we
my
agree
god.
right now.
There's
Where's that
no way
0?
they were actually working on these.
Bullshit.
There's actually reports that they were working on 2 Left 4 Dead 3 projects.
Oh, okay. So they're like, well, they're never gonna believe us
One
if
isn't
we
good
say
enough.
1. Let's
But
say 2.
We'll start working on 2 that we have no intentions of ever finishing or releasing.
You guys,
Bullshit.
there was okay. I'm just saying this list was released.
A
That's
game
all I
that
know.
everyone has been waiting for years, and they're just gonna be
No,
like, "Oh, we were."
They stopped waiting for them.
Oh, I've
after like 3 years.
No, meaning or not. No, not waiting for, but saying like a game that would like go boom right now. Oh, we're just COVID fucked it up, so we were working on it, but we decided to stop, and yeah, we just want to let you know. We want to let you know that we were working on it. Yeah, bullshit.
We gotta get going. My tooth is bleeding now. I gotta put some gauze on.
Ooh, yeah, it is bleeding. Great.
So we gotta get on out of
I
here,
like
guys.
that Brett and I were both like, oh, wait. no.
Just as if they were. Just as if they were.
Nope, don't believe
I
it.
gotta go put some gauze on this. I'm just having an issue with my extraction. So, you guys have anything else you want to get into before we get on out of here? No.
No.
I don't think
Alex,
so.
you just want to go ahead and plug your Twitch then?
Yes. So if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays. Saturday is just a game night with the boys, let's play, and Sunday is couples therapy night,
Yep.
which is not
somewhat
couples therapy, but Josh and
Yeah.
I will stream together on my stream. And then Monday I've been doing Half-Life. Couldn't stream today, unfortunately, because I had a maintenance issue in the house.
Yep. Towel
When
wrap.
now I have another maintenance issue I got to get on because our AC's broken and it's 90 degrees outside, so I got to fix that now.
It's really hot.
80 Yeah.
degrees.
It's really
Whatever.
hot. It's warm in here.
It's warm.
Yeah.
I'm fine, by the way. I'm fine with the temperature. Josh is gonna hate
I'm not
tonight.
comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
not
comfortable right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as my stream goes, if you want to follow me on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/Mr. L, MISTERL. I stream Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. If you want to catch me watching playing Warzone, that's on Tuesday and Thursday. And on Saturday morning is Super Mario Maker 2. And I've been doing some user levels and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been good. Other than that, what? You have something you want to say?
We wrote down something this week in our notes, like our hand notes.
Okay.
It's kind of late to be bringing that up.
I know, but there was something I knew that we had to talk about. I don't have it written down. You do.
I do?
Yeah.
Is it something we can just bring tomorrow? Or next week? Next week?
It might.
Episode?
I don't know. It might be. Maybe you didn't write it down.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought one of us wrote it down. It was like, oh, we're not gonna forget.
No. Well,
Okay.
I mean, we do have a topic about Facebook that we have to bring up next week. So, anyways, as far as our podcast goes, we do appreciate all those who have been watching us on YouTube. If you are still watching, do hit that like button. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, if you are not yet, hit that subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for when we're live. We will be live on our YouTube every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So do be sure to see our live show. Otherwise, the audio episode will be out on all of our audio platforms. And if you want to follow us on any of our social media, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. We are on Instagram, which is PTOUnlimited_podcast, and Twitter is @PTOUnlimited. On those apps, you can check out our weekly meme, which this week we're going to be talking about whether or not chocolate is candy and how you classify
Or its
other
own
candy.
category.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @Lemke619.
Brett_wings.
Cute_kitty.
I don't have a final note.
You don't have a final note.
Y'all
I don't have
anything?
a final note.
Well, I guess I have something to say then.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little controversial.
Okay.
But found out yesterday that we can't joke about our marriage.
Oh, that was it.
Yep.
That was it.
Found
But
out.
you just did a bunch of jokes about your marriage for when you got mad at the playing video
No.
games.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
this is a different thing.
This
I
is different.
posted on social media saying, "Hey, here's a hot topic."
With a bunch of laughing faces in the background, by the way.
Yeah. Do you need to? People should need to renew their marriage license,
Oh, I saw that.
Like
their driver's license. And Alex and I were joking, like, are we still staying together with this after 10 years or whatever? You know, I'd say every 10 years
What,
renewing.
people got mad?
Oh,
Yes!
people went serious.
People got all political and serious.
People went
and
so
Oh,
serious.
I think we
Wow.
got like one laughing face on it. I'm like, it's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, it was basically like the whole like.
Were the people that got mad, did you know them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Everyone that
Are they
commented.
people
But I-
that are married or single?
No.
Yes. Well,
Well,
yes,
one
yes,
not, one
yeah,
not.
yes and no.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it just turned into like
Cousin
this,
Andrew
like,
was one of them.
You got mad?
No, he commented.
he commented on it.
Was
Yeah.
he?
You want me to say it?
Oh.
Well, it's public information.
Okay. It is now.
Brett's like, I'm putting him on the spot.
Let me get to my
I don't
Facebook.
remember what he said. You told me that he had commented on it, but I was
Mhm.
just like, I got on. I was like, guys, this was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Facebook.
not supposed to be for
I mean,
real.
So, wait, rephrase the question. Or not rephrase it, but tell me what it was.
Should marriage licenses have to be renewed just like driver's licenses?
Uh-huh, okay.
And one person said marriage shouldn't be a thing, and I was like,
I
found
know
Debbie
who said
Downer.
that. I know who
Yeah.
said
So
that.
then we talked about. All right. So then what was the next one?
Andrew said, I'd like to modify this to marriage licenses shouldn't be a thing,
Okay.
which is
Like the
fine.
government shouldn't have
I get
control of
that.
it.
I get that. It was just a joke in general. I don't have
Like,
an
it's not-
issue.
Read one of the negative ones.
Okay.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, one of the negative ones was marriage shouldn't even be a thing.
that was one of the big ones.
Well, okay, but
Hold on, I'm getting
I
back
think
to
he was just trolling because
Oh,
that's
no,
what he
there's-
does.
it. One person said yes to too many people only stay together because they don't want to go through a divorce, but if they have to renew it and choose not to, it would save a lot of unhappy or violent families staying together, in my opinion. I was like,
Well,
ooh.
That's assuming that if you don't renew your your marriage license, that you're just automatically divorced.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying.
Okay.
That's what we were saying. And it's like, okay, well, whatever. And then another person said, "Yup," with exclamation points. Like, okay, well, at least one person.
It was just
like,
supposed to be
"Yay."
like, haha, funny. It's
Yeah.
like,
I read it as a complete joke, like
good, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's a joke.
It is.
a bunch of uptight,
But I think it's just because like
literal
that
people.
that is what it's like on Facebook right now.
Of course
It's
it is.
it's
So
just everybody's
sensitive.
so we posted that to bring it down.
I post things. Okay, I post things on Facebook. Let me say some of the things
This
I
will be
post on
part of your
Facebook.
final note, Josh.
Just to say, I post things that are supposed to they're meant to be funny. Like, have you guys ever stopped to think what is in a Wonder Ball? That was one post I put on Facebook, and that was actually one of my.
Did
one of my
you
tweets.
read what one of the comments was? Because I thought it was hilarious.
I don't know about that, but I remember the Wonder Bra from the '90s. You take it off, and the guy would wonder where the hell
Well,
the
your
boobs went.
went.
Exactly.
So let me just leave this as our departing words. Here's
Okay.
the state of social media. A cop was murdered,
Mhm.
and his daughter posted pictures of her with her father,
Mhm.
saying,
saw
"I
that,
am so sad that my father has been murdered,"
Yeah.
and she was crucified
Yeah. Upset.
by
yeah.
social media,
Mhm.
saying basically people saying "F you" and "F your father."
Cop-
And I'm glad he's dead.
The cop things are so sensitive right now. And
So-
it's just a whole nother.
Yeah, that's what
No, that's
social
just-
media is right now.
It's sad.
It is sad.
It is sad.
What I was saying on my talk on Thursday, I did like a mental health talk on my Twitch, and I was saying one big thing that I kind of realized as I was just kind of freely talking is that the world was already starting to lack empathy, and there is like I feel like that's not even a thing anymore. Empathy doesn't exist right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ever, like anywhere, and that's what's sad is that's
hard
what
to
everybody
feel
needs
good.
right now. Like everybody needs some empathy from one person to another, and we do not have
Right.
any.
It's hard to
empathy.
feel good about other people's good things right now.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
It's
I'm
all
seeing.
about me, not
Many
about
problems.
like caring about what this person's feeling and
Right.
what this person's going through. It's what they're associated with or how I'm associated with it and what I don't like about it. It's
The-
me. It's not about them.
Mhm.
thing to do in 2020 is to hate.
Yes.
It seems to be.
Yeah.
Hate seems to sum up the year
It's very hateful.
in a word.
and
basically.
2020 is only halfway done, you know,
Yeah.
and we're just gone the other side of the
It
field.
started in February.
Yeah, it's just getting. It's
Get
an
outta
election
here.
year. We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go, guys. We're being.
Have a great week, everyone.
Yeah, have a great week. Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll catch you next week for episode 218. Bye,
Bye.
guys.